consulting. Deloitte certainly doesn't create or invent 5G, but you certainly do create and invent and deliver 5G solutions. Tell us about sort of the state from where you sit in regards to 5G.
Luke, I'll be honest, I'm still a little stuck on the teleporting. I'm hoping that Dr. Osborne can play that forward for all of us.
It was making my head spin too.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And like everybody else, great to be here amongst a lot of phenomenal folks, government, industry, and great to see many of you that I know quite well. First, in terms of, I think to build on your point, Luke, the role that Deloitte plays. So we look at it from an end-to-end perspective, and that's from our advisory to the implementation. And that's from a private 5G perspective, neutral host, obviously working with our mobile network operator colleagues, such as Brian here with Verizon, in terms of more of the public deployments. We very much take it from a business and a mission outcome lens. Honestly, and 5G is in my title, but I am a big proponent of Wi-Fi 6, certainly look at things from a non-terrestrial and want to make sure we are helping our clients and ourselves, quite frankly, bring a holistic perspective and use all the tools in the toolkit. I think as everyone on this phone will tell you in this phone call, 5G is complementary. And a lot of us are also heavily benefiting and leveraging edge computing as well. Now, our big focus is a lot of the integration and the stitching together. And that's not just from a tech perspective, but that's also the workflow, that's the workforce, and truly trying to make sure, again, we're taking a holistic perspective. And again, using all the tech tools. And we're doing that across the U.S. government, particularly with a heavy focus, to no surprise, on defense and health. We're also doing it commercially, and I'm hoping to speak on that a little later here today, and then globally as well. Now, in terms of the progress, state of affairs, I'm sure like everyone on this call, it has been a whirlwind, albeit I would say we'd probably all say it's been a whirlwind for a number of years. And a lot of activity across a multitude of domains. For us, that's been heavy, as I mentioned, with defense and health, but particularly around logistics, to no surprise. And I think everyone on this call is probably playing in that realm to some degree. Also around critical infrastructure protection. And not just, again, the network, but what are you layering on top of that from an application perspective? And Dr. Osborne talked about the UAS, counter UAS, obviously being a big focus. We've also helped build some field hospitals, which has been fascinating, challenging all at the same time, and all that done in a super fast manner, in the matter of days, weeks, not months, years. And then I think slightly different from a lot of those on the call today, we have played a lot in helping to get the large scale investment that the U.S. government has put out around digital equity, around tech innovation. We've helped a number of clients with that. And then lastly, around cross governments from a cyber perspective has been a big focus, obviously with particular nations that have been involved in that regard. And then lastly, been playing a lot with testing, a lot with playing and trying to look at it not only from an office perspective, which is critical. We all obviously work in some degree of an office, even balancing it from a home perspective, but also what does that mean in a real warehouse? What does that mean on the airfield? And that's been a big focus of ours with a lot of progress and frankly, a lot of partnerships across, everyone on this call and many others that, aren't with us today. So a lot happening, but again, no teleporting just yet, at least for me.